So this individual, this gentleman, Hog, is back at it again. And he says, Asmongold called me tinfoil hat, except he's wrong. All right. This is a massive tinfoil hat theory.
Oh, excuse me. Well, I went ahead and put my tinfoil hat on because it's a massive tinfoil conspiracy theory to talk about company practices. Y'all, this is not that out there, okay? If you remember a few years ago when people were talking about your phones were listening to you, and that got the same treatment. Put your tinfoil hat on, stupid conspiracy theorist. They wouldn't do that. And now it's known fact that your phone listens to you, your Alexa listens to you, and if you don't know that, you might want to read the terms and conditions of the stuff that you hit agree to and these apps that you download and all this stuff. So,
okay.
But yeah, Asmongold, this was really cool to get a view from Asmongold. The only, this is kind of my luck, but the only negative thing is I didn't get any credit for 7 fucking hours. If you've been following me for a long time, you know that's kind of been a goal.
By the way, it's actually true. He messaged me on Discord. He said we didn't have his channel in there. That was our bad. We're going to link it at the end for this one, and you guys better go sub to him. Even though he's saying I'm wrong.
Would do one of my videos. That'd be really cool. And so I really don't want to blame Asmon, but it would have been cool if he had given me a shout out like he does for a lot of other guys. He didn't even say my name one time. And then I had to,
I feel like I did.
Literally, probably for 3 hours, look around, try to find his editors on his Discord, which you can't message on Twitter unless you pay money and all this. So
just get to the point.
250,000 views without any credit.
He didn't call you up.
Quinn watched it?
We get it.
He was like, "You're on to nothing. It's a big nothing burger because you said seasons correlate with the quarters." Well, of course they do. There's going to be 4 seasons.
Well, I think he's right about this for sure. That the reason why they have 4 seasons a year instead of 3 is because they would have them to where they can push the engagement metrics of the increase of seasons for every single quarterly earnings report. I think he's totally right about this, 100%.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
there's 4 quarters. So then he started to, well, how many seasons do you want, mate? 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons, 5. Chat, what do you think? Poll chat. He didn't even put 0 up there. What do you think? Everyone was saying 0, 0, 0.
Yeah.
But it was pretty funny. I made him go unhinged. He got his graph out, and most of his chat was saying, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. He's right. So, but I do want to prove why I'm right, because I did find evidence. It's really easy.
Okay.
You can actually go to, because Activision Blizzard is a publicly traded company.
Yeah.
So and it's really funny. Somebody actually commented and said, that's funny because they're not publicly traded anymore.
On the stocks, yeah.
I kind of hurt his feelings to go post the current stock price, but here is the quarterly earnings, quarter 2, 2023 financial results. Just for the record, the quarter ended June 30th. Okay? So it just ended. We just had a brand new quarter started July 1st.
That's convenient because the season started on July 20th.
What started? Beginning of July. Was that season 1?
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I got it on.
Okay, of course. I mean, it makes sense.
Okay, so basically, Bobby, everybody's favorite thing, says that growth was 70%, la, la, la. No.
I mean, come on. It makes sense. They're gonna make each season happen, or at least push a big season and a big update whenever the new quarterly report is going to happen, in order for them to say, look how many people we currently have. Because they don't want to measure when people leave the game. They only want to measure it when they speak, right? So it would make sense.
That's not really what we're focusing on. We're going to come down here to the business highlights. Start here, okay? Blizzard delivered its first $1 billion net bookings quarter following record-setting launch of Diablo 4.
Goddamn.
Blizzard's fastest selling title to date, player investment in live operations content drove 17% year-over-year net bookings growth.
Mm-hmm.
let's stop right there. I'm going to tie this all together just like I did on this last video, so everybody understands what the deal is.
Okay.
Player investment in live operations content drove 17% year-over-year net bookings growth for Activision and another quarterly net bookings record at King. Blizzard in-game net bookings grew 30% year-over-year in the second quarter and represent 60% of total net bookings over the last 12 months. The reason that I'm pointing this out is the word player investment. Words, player investment. Okay? Not player engagement, player investment. This is a shareholders earnings report. Everything on this document is talking about money.
Uh-huh.
Not necessarily. Monthly active users are correlated to money, but they're not necessarily money. Player investment is not necessarily as far as I know, it's not a defined industry term. So I don't know if you can just say player investment means this one thing. I personally think that they made it ambiguous and opaque intentionally so that they didn't have to explain what it meant.
I mean, yeah, in part, but it's still it's still like it's still a way to show someone who is just interested in the money to see a type of metric, a type of whether it's engagement or active users. It does not matter. The more numbers you show, usually the better it's gonna be for the investors. Like, it's pretty simple.
Literally means money. Well, you've never been invested into a show. Player investment in live operations. Let me read it again. It's confusing to me, and the reason why I think it's confusing is because they're using net bookings and player investment seemingly interchangeably, but they're using net bookings now and not player investment, and there's no distinction of what net bookings is versus player investment. So this is confusing.
Don't get it twisted. Don't be in the comments saying they're talking about player time. Shareholders don't give a shit about...
Yeah.
I don't know. But maybe he's right.
Time. They care about money.
Exactly. It's literally what I just said.
I guess probably
we're going to come down. We're going to point out this right here.
Okay, here we go.
We expect to deliver strong financial performance for the full year, driven by successful reinvigoration of the Diablo franchise and growth in live operations across the company. Live operations. Now, so we're going to come over to Activision side, and everybody knows Call of Duty, but I'm going to make my point for why seasons are quarterly because of this one thing. Season 3 being the highest grossing Modern Warfare 2 in-game seasons to date, driven by a strong community response to gameplay enhancements and the new Black Cell Battle Pass offer.
There you go.
Now,
I feel like this is mainly about Quinn, because I don't think that I really said what he was saying was that out there, did I? I don't know. I mean, I feel like, because I need to go back and see what I actually said. What did I actually say about this?
all right, look, I know that.
And like, that's the main concern that I think a lot of people like need to realize, is that if you just keep playing the game and keep complaining, Blizzard, it's very hard for me to say, like, it is a tinfoil hat theory. It is. But at the same time, I mean, I do think that, like, etc. Gamers are spineless dopamine-seeking addicts. Well, it's the same thing with movies.
Let's see
yeah,
what I said.
it's just hair.
That they're constantly
No,
having
I know for a fact I said it was a tinfoil hat theory. I know that. I know I said that.
to defend.
Okay.
I personally don't think this game is up to
You shouldn't have to defend the game. Like, I mean,
That's just my opinion. Not saying don't go play it.
So he's looking at a previous video, he's reacting to his reaction. Like, how many layers of reacting is there in here?
he said that they put out the patch to kill the Eternal Realm. I think that's what it was. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, he said that Yeah, he said they put out the patch to kill the Eternal Realm. I don't know if that's really
Dude,
true. I feel like,
dude.
didn't you agree?
Let's be real. If things from the if the seasonal content from Diablo 4 is not, it's not going to be transferred to the Eternal Realm, then by default the Eternal Realm just turns into a trash bin where you just put the leftover characters that you once played in the past that are outdated. So it was shit from the beginning. Like that's kind of its purpose, as far as I understand.
Maybe, but I just don't think we have enough evidence to be like, yeah, this is definitely true. It is effectively true. Definitely, it's effectively true. Let's see this.
This tells you right here, basically, seasons and battle passes coincide with each other and make money.
Yeah, true.
In a quarterly earnings report. Oh, shit. Okay.
So what he's saying, I think this is what he's saying. He's saying that because there are quarterly earnings reports and because seasons are coinciding with those earnings reports, then the battle passes are how they make money through the seasons. So it would make sense that they try to kill the Eternal Realm to funnel players into the seasons, because that would make them more likely to buy battle passes.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
I think that's the logic that he's using. I mean, oh, fuck.
Yeah. He's into something, ain't it? Look at him.
I think it might have that effect, but like, honestly, coming from the champions that brought you resistances are broken until season 2, we can't have leaderboards until season 3, and what's the other one? Another one of the bugs. Oh, right. Everybody loads everybody's stash tabs upon loading into a city. I don't know if they're smart enough to do that. But his logic does track. No, he's right. Now that he explains it, the logic tracks.
Let's go to Blizzard. The launch of Diablo 4 marks the start of a live service plan designed to deeply engage the Diablo community to create opportunities for continued player investment. So answer me this question, Mr. Asman man. Is it so tinfoil hat now that you've seen it in company documentation that's public? Come on, man. Think about.
Ah, man, it's really hard for me to say that, like, it's tinfoil hat. Like, I think it is to an extent, sure, but like, his logic does track. I mean, no, he's right. I mean, it is. The logic does track. Like, that if the battle passes are based off of people playing seasonally, the seasons are designed in a way to be monetized through quarterly earnings reports.
Yeah.
The battle passes are for each season, and people that are playing seasons are much more likely to play with the battle pass.
So
I think that he's right.
The human farming system once again, basically.
Intent. I'm not sure. Like, was the patch there to kill the Eternal Realm? I guess probably. Like, was it there?
Dude, I think it was dead from the beginning. Like for real. That it literally its purpose was to die. It was only viable on season 0.
I mean, it's a lucrative organization. Why is everybody so surprised? I don't know. They've messed up so much other stuff. I couldn't even, like, I guess, like, my strongest argument against it is just that I don't think that they're coordinated, and I don't think that, like, they can't even make the systems in the game work to begin with. And you think,
dude, one thing is making the game work, and another thing it's making sure that the game works when they know there's a lot of money involved. Like, come on. I really think the rest of the video is just pretty much just farming the same thing. Yeah, I do think that in essence the too long didn't read of this entire video is Diablo 4 holding content on purpose and making it take longer, fixing the quality of life needed content 3 months down the path, or down the line, more like it. Clearly because they are trying to retain players in specific times when they do quarterly update reports. Like it makes sense. It's every 4 months, so every season is every fucking 4 months. I mean, makes sense. It's Blizzard, adds up. That's my 2 cents on this, at least. Yeah. What do you think about it? I don't know. Just let me know in the comments down below, I suppose.